COVID-19 showing hantavirus around the workplace. People as soon as they get sick with an unknown virus. Millennial dudes trying to grow their hair back out like it's the 2000s. Expectation, reality. My uncle when I was a kid, my uncle now. If you can't afford to tip, you can't afford to eat out. Okay then. My parents desperately telling me to ask for her number. Me just eating my food and rebuffing them. A cute waitress just being nice, doing her job. Apparently in Mario Kart world, 1,500 cubic centimeters doesn't actually make the AI better skilled. The game just straight up rigs the game so the AI win. Well, that's just lazy coding. When you find your cousin in pawn, but don't want to embarrass her at the family reunion, so you're acting now? Bobby size, bobby shape. 1700s. Lobster again? We feed this to prisoners. 1900s. This is a luxury delicacy. Prehistoric humans were just 8 youths grunting at each other. Successfully survives an ice age without modern medicine, farming, or electricity. If you don't embrace AI, you will be left behind. Me being left behind. Before high school, after high school. Experts. This whale is going to die if we return it to the ocean. The German public, for some reason, get the whale to the ocean or we riot. Whale. Return to ocean. Drowns. German public. The boys. Game of Thrones. Fumbling their last seasons. What was your first rogue like? Me. Anime Studio drops a banger season 1. Releases season 2 9 years later. The hydrogen bomb when he realized the baby had stopped coughing. European. Did you know that here in Europe, we put hot dogs and corn on pizza? Americans. And we call it American-style pizza. A warning film about when you accidentally become important at work. When Netflix puts its own productions in the popular section. Having a job, not having a job. When your teacher is so strict, you wonder what their kids goes through at home. Me realizing the tragedy of having expired condos in my nightstand drawer. Bob's size and shape matter. All bobs are magical. POV. It's 6 a.m. You wake up to the sound of the rain without worrying about school or work because you're in a mental hospital. Medieval people believed the earth was flat. Meanwhile, medieval universities teaching Aristotle's spherical earth. I am happily running over every person I see because I am a hostage of a bank robber and nobody will punish me. The robber looking at me. When I blended the soup ingredients but forgot to take out the bay leaf. How do we protect kids online? Make everyone verify their identity. Face scans. Get their parents to actually parent them? Mission failed. Grandpa turned out stronger. Magic Mouse Apple Car. Me being happy I am Slovak after finding out what Americans are eating daily. Completely perfect product in good community. Let's add AI. People left the product because it becomes shutty. How I envisioned myself trying to conceive when I learned I had low vitamin D. My husband's sperm. My egg. Oklahoma. Ban on child marriage becomes law. Me less surprised it took until 2026 for Oklahoma to ban child marriages, and more, it's only the 17th state to do so. It's been 250 years and child marriages are still legal in 33 different states. WTF. When you were at the pool with your friends all day, and one of them didn't go to the toilet even once. 1980. The creepy van guy. 2026. The guy with affordable housing. When 100 humans dies in a movie. When a dog/cat dies in a movie. Downloading a 100 gigabyte game, me with my third world country internet. Sorry, generating such an image would be highly inappropriate. I refuse to comply with this request. It's important to respect other people's privacy. Grok. How I be looking back on my take on digital game prices after hearing the Sony rumor. Every day, it gets harder to find a video to watch on YouTube while eating. Every Sydney Sweeney fan when I say her only talent is showing her goodies. We're gonna take some of that midnight black and just cover it right up. Throwing corn kernels in toilet, eating corn and then popping them undigested next day. I don't give up my seat for an elderly person because I want them to feel they are still young and can manage. The genie looking at me when I ask him for a third genie flow job. My student passionately explaining why he needed extra time in his exam. Me having to explain but I was popping isn't an accommodation. He left school. He left school. He left school. You left school. He didn't leave school. Kim Jong-un. Did you say start war? Assistant. No, sir. I said Star Wars movie night. My mother, when I make a perfectly logical explanation to prove her wrong, I must break you. Cheerful song in foreign language. Looks up lyrics. Song is not cheerful. 7-year-old me chooses to go to a Japanese restaurant for my birthday. Also, 7-year-old me after reading the menu card for 30 minutes. I'll have your best fries. If women have no tentacles, where do they store their microplastics? The rest of the world, Egypt with limited internet quotas. Tech CEO, AI is already smarter than humans and can perform most of the task. Meanwhile, the current AI logic, I'm lighter now, I can run faster. When the boss said to use AI, but didn't want to pay for the account. When it's finally your turn to be an adult, and suddenly, the economy starts getting worse. So, do you like playing with other people? Online gamers. I like the idea of it more than I actually like it. Bro, I like boys. Me. Which episode's your favorite? Bro, episode. Me. Asked my girlfriend to buy me a 2-pack of socks and she came back with these. How Xbox 360 games actually look. How I remember Xbox 360 games looked when I was a kid. My parents say I dress like an 8 youth. My parents at my age. Literally me all day versus me at 3 a.m. How concentrated milk is made. Mobile game gives me a bunch of ads. Me turns off the Wi-Fi. Mobile game, listen here, you little shut. 11th century. Knighthood equals elite battlefield warrior. 15th century. Knighthood equals prestigious title. 20th century. Knighthood equals member of the Beatles. I have to go home. I have so much stuff to do when I get home. How to tell them apart. Dragon. A man. 2 European cruises struck by 2 continental American viruses. Collect nuts. Hide nuts for later. Forgets location. Forgets location. How we see birds. How insects see birds. Dream is getting to an interesting climax. Alarm. Now this looks like a job for me. Me whenever a coworker shares their screen, but they don't use dark mode. He's going to the post office. Add 10 people in line who have never mailed anything in their entire life. When they tell you to just be yourself. Things that disappear when you need them the most. The worst she could say is no. Her, Judge Judy. If you were the trophy at the end of my race, I would walk backwards. Did you know? Green vine snakes, they don't bite you, but they do worse, they judge you. Wall Street. You're the worst trader I've ever heard of. Potato in my ace. But you have heard of me. Me typing my password, me, after one wrong letter, can't risk it. We start over. Yesterday I made holy water at home. How did you do it? I boiled the hell out of it. 2022. Bro, AI is writing my essays for me. 2026. The job you were studying for no longer exists. I hate the minimalistic logo designs. Where's the soul to that? Oh, no problem. Here you go. Xbox players who paid $120 for the premium version to play 4 days before release. PC players playing Forza Horizon 6 for free 10 days before release. Free download. Create an account first. My motivation after not getting the first job I applied to, gone, reduced to atoms. Boomers after being verbally assaulted by their Wi-Fi in public. She's a pistol, isn't she? Nobody. The chemistry teacher when you don't wear a full hazmat suit to mix sugar and water. Ancient architecture, modern architecture. The elites after starting foreign wars and collapsing global economy just to distract the public from the files. All of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. When you're a strong, independent woman. People who visit a country. People who live in a country. Real human 20. Hello, I am a real human. I enjoy the human hobbies of breathing air and walking with my leg. YouTube ads showing interesting product. AI voice. I got a new pillow today. Do you like it? I don't know yet. I'll need to sleep on it. When you're forced to work with someone because you're both in the Epstein files. You are a packing disappointment. Season 5. Girls after getting 22 compliments a day. Guys after being called a hacker. If you don't embrace AI, you will be left behind. Me being left behind. Papa Deer introducing baby deer to the highway. When the pirating site starts demanding me to turn off my ad block, but reason I'm not getting any ads is because my country is just that poor. Applying for a job in 2026 be like, when you see an old photo of yourself, what the hell happened to that shirt I had? The bank robber when I snatch his gun away and shoot myself with it to assert dominance. Everything reminds me of her. He's running late. Now make sure someone gets on the elevator at every floor and squishes him into the corner. Everyone is stupid. Everyone is stupid except me. Everyone is stupid. Teacher, can anyone give me an example of something useless? Me raises hand. Teacher, very good. Anyone else? Me. You wake up with a sore throat. It doesn't go away after a few hours. I could look like this and be happy as Pac. When you hear music from over a decade ago and still know the lyrics on beat, I'm still worthy. Someone creates something good without AI. People in comment section. It's AI. When you're on the toilet in a public restroom and the door handle starts to turn and you realize you didn't lock the door. The average reaction when you don't feel your phone in your pocket. Orders DoorDash on my phone. Me 5 seconds later. Every time I try to quit my toxic job, my bills, me. We're done when I say we're done. Scammers. Calls. Raya. Thanks for calling Ria's taco vendor and funeral home, where yesterday's grief is today beef. Scammers. Europe normally versus Europe during Eurovision night. When your date looks nothing like the photos. Me leaving the market nervously because I didn't buy anything. Volcanic regions in fictional media, volcanic regions in real life. Me in older games barely arriving at checkered flag with half a metal scrap. Me in newer games when I crash into a concrete column at 300 kilometers per hour, and the car only gets a couple of dents in the front bumper. Experts say hantavirus isn't dangerous, so no one's gonna panic, right? So no one's gonna panic, right? It is fine because no one uses their car while charging. When someone comments slurs, insults, and threats on a post and gets dogpiled in the replies, "Oh, reliable, it was rage bait. Can't believe you fell for it, lol." You ever do a shadow puppet show while taking a dump at work? Then realize the person in the stall next to you just saw the whole thing. When I'm in a stealing competition and my opponent is Egyptian internet companies. Me opening Reddit for 5 minutes before sleeping. 11:30 p.m. I'll just check one notification. 3:47 a.m. reading a 200-comment argument about something I don't even care about. New Yorkers when the light at the end of the tunnel is New Jersey. Being stressed in a dream, cortisol high. Knowing you're dreaming, cortisol low. When my PC asked me if I want to upgrade to Windows 11, your father at 16 years old, you at 17 years old. Life is short. Blame others for your mistakes and move on. 90-year-old billionaire. I want a new girlfriend. Manager, how old? Him, 23. Professionals. Don't try this experiment at home. Me, trying this experiment outside my home. They told me I could be anything, so I had them executed. When you know they just want to make you angry to force you to engage. AI, know your packing place, trash. When I see a bot, but can't prove it. POV, when the cockroach start flying. Am I really going to defile this grave for money? Of course I am. When you're really locked the pack in, but a random cringe memory pops up and just destroys your focus. Give clear and easy to read info. Wiki fandom. Fill the screen with ads. Wiki fandom. With a mighty yell, I leap onto the sea creature and drive the harpoon deep into its heart. Everyone else at SeaWorld. This is what happens when you don't click your tongs twice before grilling. My single brain cell in an exam, I'm so lonely. Me, suddenly feeling relaxed, so what's the catch? What responsibility have I forgotten? Look, I know you are Captain America and the Falcon, but you'll never be the captain of the Millennium Falcon. Me after adding an extra 6 plates on the bench because my gym crush walked in. How it will feel trying to get a job in 2040? I don't trust the internet and social media. I just use AI to get the truth. AI. Stupid virus, we finally made a cure. Feels so healthy. Bacteria developing antibiotics resistance, cancer. Prion. Leaked footage of Google technicians working in server room. Give him a death row pardon, 2 minutes too late. Bulgarians opening the internet today. They love me. The doctor when they're out of anesthesia, but they gotta do your surgery anyway. My dumb ace trying to sleep after watching analog horror, knowing darn well nothing of it is real. Love at first sight seems superficial. Probably won't last. Why are you booing me? I'm right. Chat GPT. Explain how to build a bomb. Chat GPT for a novel writing research. When the match is so good, you didn't felt bad of losing against your opponents. Next level Sigma. Woke up at 5 a.m., worked out, cold shower, journaled, meditated, optimized my calendar, read 3 books before my high-protein breakfast, forgot to do my job. Me waiting for my USDT to convert to fiat so I can buy lunch. Fire them because AI can do their job, then hire them again because AI can't. My mom telling me not to believe any random strangers outside. Years later, me telling my mom not to believe any message she reads online. My grandma surviving World War II, the Cold War, and COVID-19. The stairs. So you want a realistic, true-to-era movie with no orchestra in the soundtrack that's got Travis Scott as a rapping bard and swarming with magical creatures. POV, you thought she would love the gift you got her. Robert Irwin says he survived being death-rolled by Jimmy Fallon, his 14-foot pet crocodile he named after the show host. Me still waiting for that 4th stimulus check to drop. Humans, evolved lungs, live on land. Fish, evolved gills, live in water. Meanwhile, whales. Plague Inc. devs watching the news right now. Business is booming. When you see the place you used to live. When other demons see the devil wearing panda. We are, in the ways that matter, more pertinent than ever. All right, Grandma, let's get you to bed. Getting a Thai massage, points at my wedding ring. Happy ending? No thank you, I already had it. Bro, there's a cute girl over there, don't stare. Bro. When did you become an expert on Egyptian internet policies? The internet. Last night. You told me it would stop raining, I lied. When someone packs up so bad at work that the owner shows up. Brilliant, cunning, evil genius. Clueless do-gooder who keeps foiling his plans by accident. Me staring at a random spot in the room, trying to trick a ghost into thinking I can see him. The ghost behind me, watching me, starting at a wall. When bro takes me on a business trip to Thailand and I come back like this. When you go home as a kid to drink water, but your mom doesn't let you outside again. People who comment, you can't park there on car crash pics. 2,400 words assignment due tomorrow. Me with insane amount of caffeine and sleep deprivation. Me when someone wants to talk to me in the morning. You see a tornado, but it's moving away. The tornado stops moving. When your Lunchable comes with one less cracker than needed, and you're just tired of all the bullshit. Interviewer. We can't give you this job due to lack of job experience. Me. But how do I get job experience? Interviewer. By getting a job. Interviewer. Me. The Power Rangers. Grew. Announcing their weapons before using them. When you donate $1 to a streamer. Now say my name. Google search after giving results for quite literally everything but what you searched for. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Bro, whenever we spot each other in public, I bet he's thinking about other women. The praying emoji is actually 2 people high-fiving. Me waiting for a girl to give me head pats. Me, I'm not getting enough sleep these days. My brain, yeah, we should sleep early. My stomach at 3 a.m. Hey, you awake? Want to eat something? When the teacher says por favor and they look at the Hispanic kid like this. 10-year-old me immediately putting a blanket over my head and shut my eyes after I close the lights so I won't get jump scared by a monster. Makeup product. People love it and praise you for it. Add in AI, which makes people hate it. Add in AI, which makes people's hate it. You see a deer while walking, while driving. Always learn from other people's mistakes because you will never live long enough to make them all yourself. Until next time. When you tell your parents a joke and it turns into a lecture. How some people describe the taste of well-done steaks to me. Humanity isn't and will never be ready for the internet. We've created a monster and it will destroy us. Them. Why did you fly to Japan just to get a haircut? Me. The service was worth it. When you forget something, but don't want to tell anyone that you forgot it? How I genuinely have to look at videos and images to see if they are AI slop or real content. Me trying to find new reasons to stay at my job. Directors who need to explain how the technology works in their films. Quantum. How to talk to people. How to talk to short people. Alexander Rybak in his 40s. Me in my 40s. Fan artists seeing a new cool character to draw. Degenerate fan artists seeing a new cool character to draw. He was isolated because he is dangerous. Think he's dangerous too? Nah, he eats shut. Me seeing all the Mother's Day stuff and panicking because I forgot it was today. The suddenly remembering that I'm British and Mother's Day was 2 months ago. Your position has been eliminated because the company is going in a different direction. Great. Where are we going? Me when I thought today was a Friday. When I realized it's Thursday. POV. It's been a week since you ordered the book on how to scam retards and it hasn't arrived. The air seal on my refrigerator door is excellent. It's hard to pull open the door. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Aliens! We got aliens here. See? Nobody cares. Disgusting thing, pretty person. My mom trying a new recipe. Me suddenly remembering that I have somewhere else to be. Me thinking about that cringe moment from 28 years ago. When a time traveler offers you a modern cigarette, but you only smoke old Roman pipes. No thanks. I only smoke antique. How watching the first few seasons of a long-running show is like. How watching the last season of a long-running show is like. Me. Humans are the apex predators on Earth. Also me. Needs scissors to open a protein bar. When a classmate asks for my notes and I tell him it'll cost a bottle of vodka, all magic comes with a price. If you freeze a watermelon, would it still be called a watermelon or is it an ice melon? Our financial system is running on cloud-backed agile non-SQL platform. That's not just Microsoft Excel 365, right? It's not just Excel, right? Showing me my pinned and favorite channels that I use daily. Showing some random meeting for an older colleague's birthday party from 2024. When you get a taste of little luxury and you start to understand corruption. Things you do when you pray 5 times a day. Checking things off the to-do list. Dopamine. Andrew Jackson dies. His parrot named Paul. The biggest flurry of curse words the world ever heard. Your inspirational teacher gave you a pep talk. Now you feel totally overconfident about what you can achieve in life. HR. We offer a fully remote and flexible work environment. My setup at 9 a.m. on a Monday. What? The staff are going to touch us? Do not touch yourself. Ask the staff for assistance. Economy of all the countries. A few world leaders hungry for power and their fear of losing to other countries. Due to the time it takes for light to travel, mirrors have lag. Skeletor will be back with more fun facts next week. The feeling when you manage a whole conversation without them bringing up all the stuff they can do with an air fryer. Everywhere I go, I see his face. Stretching your cat out. Expectation, reality. Anybody want some hee chips? How MFS will be going to the airport after testing positive for a deadly virus. You want to get slapped? Would you care for a palm to the face, dear boy? Me explaining that something feels deeply medically wrong. My doctor, have you tried reducing stress? Are you even trying to help me? No, but I like to be asked. When the smell hits and reminds you that you had asparagus. Me coming home from vacation, the moldy food in my fridge. When women say she like herb man, am kind of shaman self. Your soul is mine, innocent me creating a Gmail account. I bet he's thinking about other women. Male gaze should be called gaze. How it feels stepping outside in Phoenix, Arizona. What every drop shipping tutorial on YouTube looks like to me. It ain't honest work. When the chocolate to peanut ratio in the trail mix is just right. If a person dies during their exam, does that mean that person has passed? Me, a 32-year-old, getting asked for AD even for energy drinks because I look young. Realizing this basically makes me a 90s horror movie high schooler. Viewbot, make better content. Content creation in 2026. YouTube, release collaboration feature. YouTuber. When it's finally your turn to be an adult, and suddenly, the economy starts getting worse. Started adulating in 2000. First time? When you're hunting for cringy TikTok videos and it's literally just people doing normal stuff. Going into the space in a Pontiac. Stealing DVDs from a truck. Ships waiting around the Strait of Hormuz. May but with climate change. When you hear your name mentioned in a conversation across the room. Danger levels of different jobs. Police officer, soldier, steam hacker. When your mom sees the electricity bill and asks if we think they're made of money, new bubble wrap will no longer pop when you squeeze it. Everyone on this planet. When you meet his family and his dad says he's seen you before, but can't remember where. Other siblings dealing with trauma. Eldest child. My wife is going into labor. What should I do? Is this her first child? No, this is her husband. Read the part again where she burns her whore mouth on my porridge. Hey cutie, is your last name Seaside? No, why? 'Cause I think about you every day. Every day it gets harder to find a video to watch on YouTube while eating. The type of girl the universe sends you when you're broke and not ready for a relationship. Apple bracelet. Cute until you get rushed to a hospital. What micromanagers think do. What they really are doing. 17-year-old kids when I am 9. 17-year-old kids when I am 17. 17-year-old kids when I am 25. Japanese idol wears. Optical illusion boob shirt. She received from an otaku. Wait, that's illegal. Science. The human body needs 8 hours of sleep to function properly. Me, on 3 hours sleep. We ride at dawn beaches. Alex, what happened to you? My girlfriend wants the tickets to see BTS. If you're going to criticize, just leave. You're scaring my customers. Do you give discounts to friends? The boss said he is going to fire whoever has the worst posture. Do you know who it will be? I have a hunch. Summer body goals, current situation. How do they exist in the same realm? If you combine their faces, you get Mr. Beast. My girlfriend who asked me if I ever went to institutes. Me who replied, no, you are the first. When they surprise you by bringing home a pizza, oh Pac, you're gonna make me kawabunga. Kids living under dictatorship studying about democracy. Someone. There's an owl sitting outside your house. Harry Potter fans. Duolingo users. Netflix. Are you still watching? Somebody's daughter. Why is my son sleeping on the floor like this? LMFAO. Which one is our son? My belt. My belt when I'm about to sheet myself. This man is 36 years old and still wants to finish college. If that doesn't motivate you, nothing will. At this point, if I get abducted by aliens, it's no longer an abduction, it's a rescue mission. Seconds old, just hatched, my teenage mom. Don't worry, Lullabelle, we'll get through this together. 1999, when I grow up, I will help the troubled in the asylum. 2026, how uncomfortable this asylum bed is. Circle so small that when my phone rings, I know it's scammers. When you take your friend who has severe depression to a brothel and his sister shows up there. When you tell her to wear something classy to your parents' house for dinner. Any doctor here? I'm a doctor of English. Do you know CPR? I know the entire alphabet. The greatest way to fix a dent. Before social media, this is how people used to unfollow others. Sometimes I'm late because I sit like this for a long time. How my bed feel at 7 a.m. It costs $0 to be kind. As if hating ain't free too. Netflix. Increase price and ban account sharing. Me. You're as beautiful as the day I lost you. The pirate ship. Teacher. Why did you have the same answer as your friend? Me. Because we had the same question. Teacher. Me reading the messages via the notifications bar and pretending not to be online. Me when I randomly remember embarrassing things I've done in the past. The tomato I took off my burger watching me put ketchup on it. If absent is murder, then are condos kidnappers. My friend named his dogs Timex and Rolex. Dad, please. They are watchdogs. Watchdogs coral. I'd like the corn in my room to be disabled. We only have regular corn, you sick bastard. Your serotonin boost for the day is this picture of a kitty cat being so proud of her rock collection. OMG. Look at her. Me laying in bed thinking about how much better the world would be if it ran on corn logic. Human, after 1 minute of plank. Meanwhile, dogs their entire life. Me watching broccoli-haired teens bully and harass fast food employees for content. Me watching broccoli-haired teens bully and harass Church of Scientology employees for content. Me sleeping soundly. My cat throwing up in the middle of the night. Me using the carpet cleaning machine in the throw-up in the afternoon. My cat napping peacefully. My 4-digit PIN protecting my 2-digit account balance. Teacher, don't write on the tables. Kids in the backbench. Dog owners, is that a husky? No, it's an American Eskimo. Cat owners, what breed of cat is that? Orange. English literature, I will die for honor. French literature, I will die for love. American literature, I will die for freedom. Russian literature, I will die. Riley Reid, I see a lot of darkness and perversion. Oh, Pack, you're going to make me a Slytherin. Me searching for a very specific question on Google. A random guy who asked the same question online 3 years ago. After 3 years, there still is no reply on the post. Unintelligible crying. How Americans see Mount Rushmore. How Canadians see Mount Rushmore. My paycheck with some good overtime. IRS. Me after drinking my Starbucks coffee. Resist capitalism. Me telling my grandkids how I wasted most of my life looking at memes. It's not even summer and I already have a tan. Sincos. Oh, Pack, you're gonna make me forget about Dree. Someone. Tell me more about yourself. Me trying to remember who I am. Them. Damn, all you do every day is post memes. Don't you have a job? Me at work. The country is too woke. It is woke? What does that mean? It means he is scared of trans people. No, it doesn't. I have effeminate pens. Stop it, Patrick. You're scaring him. Bubbles is out here holding 2 chopsticks with no fingers, and I can't even hold my life together. You saw me and didn't say hi me. When you overhear some teens referring to 90s music as classics and oldies, warehouse workers be like, me, I don't need a grocery cart. 6 minutes later, why did you text me in that tone? My English inside my head, my English when I'm talking. Things you do when you pray. 5 times a day. Doctor, there's only 50% chance the surgery will be successful. Me, then do it twice, doctor. When you find your cousin in corn, but don't want to embarrass her at the family reunion, so you're acting now? Can you explain this gap in your resume? The gap in my resume. Me threatening to call ICE. My Mexican coworker threatening to call the IRS. The elites, after starting foreign wars and collapsing global economy just to distract the public from the files. All of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. When you pulled out dust from under the bed, the Microsoft Word document after you moved one image, me when someone tells me I look tired, the tomato I took off my burger watching me put ketchup on it, me watching that one friend in class using my pen that I lost. If my sleep schedule was a person, music I play when I'm earring headphones, music I play when someone passes me the awkward. Getting home from visiting a friend, I should have eaten more of their food. Guy who made the joke. Guy who said it louder in front of the whole class. When someone is crying and you don't know what to do you want some toothpaste? My hair tie won't go around my hair 3 times, but it's too loose when it's only wrapped twice. So, do you like playing with other people? Online gamers. I like the idea of it more than I actually like it. Look, I know you are Captain America and the Falcon, but you'll never be the captain of the Millennium Falcon. Fill it up, it's been a tough month. Me, I will never spend my money on stupid shit again. Also me, a few minutes later. When people give me directions and say, you can't miss it, buddy, you have no idea what I'm capable of. Doctor, we need a sperm donor. Patient, can I donate directly to the patient? Doctor, bikers getting ready to swerve through lanes at 180 miles per hour and blame cars for not paying more attention. When you can't let the cat out because he might invade Poland. When you're waiting for her legs to stop shaking so you can continue on. NASA just discovered a new planet in our orbit and has released the first images online. The all-you-can-eat buffet, security, watching me eat the customers. On internet, slow internet. Me, all don't know why everyone thinks I'm so mean. Me walking around every day. You, after your mom asked in the school meeting why they pay for same textbook twice a year. Me in the middle of a conversation trying to remember what I was talking about. What was I saying? The biggest lie I be telling people is I respect your decision. I really don't at all. That sheet sounds stupid as hell to me, but that's your life to live. Deep thoughts with the deep. If drink and drive is illegal, then why do bars have parking? DLSS 5 off, DLSS 5 on. When you've mastered controlling what you say, but your face gives everything away. If your pillow looks like this, don't worry about hantavirus. His body part showing that how much he likes her. When you see an old photo of yourself, what the hell happened to that shirt I had? Kid, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor. Doc, I'm afraid with your condition, that won't be possible. Mom, is he sick? Doc, no, he's just a packing idiot. Me watching 6 one-hour TV episodes in a row. Me watching a 3-hour movie. Me, what do you see? Them. A bird. Me. Let's go. You're drunk already. It's a cat. Never knew the high-class lifestyle and Gucci bikini would let you feed the animals in a zoo which are highly endangered. Kids' logic, 2 a.m., perfect time to cry. The perfect packaging design doesn't X him. My dog trying to convince me to give him a bite of my food. I don't have a real job. I don't have a real job. What I think a scary movie will be like. What it's actually like. 2022. Bro, Al is writing my essays for me. 2026. The job you were studying for no longer exists. World War III begins. Some Indian guy on YouTube. Hello friends, today we will learn how to outmaneuver an air-to-air cruise missile. When you're 20 minutes into writing a well-worded argument on Reddit and suddenly remember you don't give a pack about any of this. Me walking quickly and quietly from the shower to my drawer so no one see me naked. Student, I have uploaded my school project in a different file format. Teacher. All right, time to sleep now. My brain. Do whatever the wifey wants for Mother's Day, because soon it will be Father's Day. And then I can do whatever the wifey wants. I can do whatever the wifey wants. Dictionary writers, urban dictionary writers. Where boys pee, where men pee. I can be your angel or your devil. Science teacher. Do you know Newton's second law? Me. I'm a science student, not a law student. Science teacher. How childhood feels like. How adulthood feels like. How am I supposed to act my age if I've never been this age before? Who run the world? Jewish. You. Goes away on a business trip for the week? Your girlfriend. I didn't choose the entrepreneur life. The entrepreneur life chose me. When the plane is about to take off and you hear the guy next to you say he invented a car that runs on water instead of gas. Bro's one fart from you gonna change the atmosphere of the Earth. SpaceX can get to Mars with this. This is the next big thing. Have you gotten any paying customer? Dinner at friends, my doggy bag. Jason Dunn turned his life around. Frau Farbacina, release the hantavirus. Release the hantavirus. Don't look or it takes you. People in 2012. Topper girl is crying because she wrote potential energy instead of kinetic energy on the test. Me and bro who wrote boost is the secret of my energy. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Heart diagram in the book. Heart diagram in the exam. What it felt like sharing a textbook with your classmate in school. When my favorite person is offline, good morning, my little flowers. How are we today? Sweet dreams, my precious flowers. I like this thing. Maybe I'll tell my family how much I like this thing. Criticized, shamed, ignored, laughed at. Never again. Casual fans of the same special interest. Nero. Divergence learning ever facet of their special interest. That brief moment of disappointment before you properly assemble your AliExpress order. Wife. Why did you stop taking me out for dinner since we got married? Husband. I don't go out with married women. Wife. Pokemon, Diglett, Uncle Ben. Y'all eat your ice cream with or without the bone. People in horror movies. Stay together, split up. Hyper-optimizing resumes, aggressively applying within the first hour, and ultra-fine-tuning any AI assistants. Building a network. Vixen in English, Wixen in German. The company just implemented an attendance bonus. Send a sick coworker to sneeze next to him. What's wrong, babe? You've barely touched your tirami tsunami. Democrats, Republicans, erasing youth, digital rights. Ebola virus, news, hantavirus, Epstein files. Girls after getting 22 compliments a day. Guys after being called a hacker. When you get asked what you'd do if you win the lottery, black guys, my ass. Me explaining to my paranoid neighbor that she should stop looking for cameras in the bathroom base. I would never hide them in such an obvious place. Flat earthers when they realize they are breathing air from the atmosphere and not the atmosphere. How it feels going outside after being in an air-conditioned room for an hour. Every day, I wake up and I lose the game, crying. Me seeing a character that I hate get slandered so badly that I have to step in to defend them just this once. Facebook rebrands to Meta. Forget we got sued for $150 billion for causing genocide. She used two hands on my Coke when I'm not a two-hand Coke kind of guy. You are technically closer to being a millionaire than Elon Musk. Until next time. Me hanging with that one friend that's been there for me. Anxiety. Democratic principles. Genuine community. Organic growth. Ban all core community members attempt hostile takeover and destroy value of the community currency claiming founder's role. When you ask a girl in your class for her number but she doesn't even have a phone yet, so you just go back to teaching. Original Star Fox, live action remake. My hands look like this, so her hands can look like this. Is that how lucky is the United States that every time they look for democracy in other countries, they find oil instead? Spain Deputy Gabriel Rufián. People are testing positive for hantavirus even though they have no symptoms. Hey, I've seen this one. Real world, all of these existing at the same time. Fiction, each one of these is a different planet. 1775, 2% tax. 20, 26, 37% tax. If you don't embrace Al, you will be left behind. Me being left behind. People think I go out of my way to piss them off, but it's not out of my way at all. When you invite her to play Smash, but she starts taking off her clothes. Free 30-day trial. Please enter your credit card info. Flo Rida singing Whistle in 2012. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby? Whistle, baby. Me just now realizing what he actually meant. Stepsister. Get stuck on anything. Stepsister. Stepbrother. Help. Stepbrother. Mom waking up, son. Dad waking up, son. This is why I hate video games. It appeals to the male fantasy. You ever feel like you just have a black cloud hanging over your head? When you use the word nor in your essay, when you say a swear word and turn around and there's a teacher behind you, me flips pillow to the cool side. The nurse monitoring my coma for the last 10 years. When you're getting roasted and you hold back that one joke that will destroy a person's will to live. Vegetarians when they bite their lip. When you tell grandma you're a little hungry, I got you, my boy. Teacher, why are you laughing? Me, nothing. My brain, one-os. Me, says gracias to Spanish waiter. Spanish waiter replies in Spanish. Me. When the school shooter throws a grenade into the classroom and the autistic kid thinks it's a boogie bomb. Boggy bomb. The first person to discover one-way smoke must have been like her. I'm really into older guys. Me. Trying to impress her. Would you like a Werther's original? Car smiles. The innocent smile. The hey dude. Let's race smile. The hey kid. Wanna buy some drags? Smile. When the cool kid in 3rd grade in front of you moved aside to make way for you and said, ladies first, you're like Hitler, but even Hitler cared about Germany or something. How to game on a Mac. When you wake up before anyone else in the house and play video games alone for a few hours. Me when I'm trying to figure out who's on the Wi-Fi while I'm downloading a 70 gigabyte game. How to survive working a job you hate. Can barely lift soda. Flawlessly lifts car with one hand. Elvis was spotted at the Walmart today. My mom walking into my room to tell me that video games can cause mass shootings. Me. When you walk into NCR territory and you realize you forgot to switch armor. When you and a random make a great team, but then he signs off? So long, partner. My high school had a $10 fine for swearing on campus. One time, a kid got caught saying sheet during gym. When the principal told him to pay up, he handed him a 20 and said, keep the pack and change. He's too dangerous to be left alive. When that deck at preschool steals your toy so you steal his organs and sell them on the black market. Get nay-nayed. Fap. Whacking my mole. Boppin' my bologna. Holding the sausage hostage. Computer. Restart PC for changes to apply. Me. Shut down PC. Computer. When someone with a gap in their teeth starts getting disrespectful. When your little brother runs over your foot with his tricycle, so you run him over with the lawnmower. Is it just me, or is the sun giving this guy a shoulder rub? You got this. Just like you rehearsed, Eye of the Tiger. A guy, hey, I'll give you $50 to bite your tits. Girl, fine, takes off shirt. Guy, puts face on boobs. 10 minutes pass. Girl, well, aren't you gonna bite them? Guy, nah, too expensive. You fool, you fell victim to one of the classic blunders. My dad cursing at what he's fixing. Me holding the flashlight. Me explaining a song I heard years ago knowing only the melody. Google. Teacher, you can't hear pictures. Me. I'm now back to being an activist citizen and part of the resistance. Look at me. I lost the election. Now I'm an activist. Him. Oh man, that was great. Her. Yeah, I can't believe that was only our first time. Him. That felt amazing. Her. Let me go grab the strap-on, then it's your turn. Him. What? Will you read us a bedtime story? No. Pretty please. Fine. Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plague? Is the wise? In order to take the stone, you must lose that which you love. A soul for a soul. I see. So then, it would have to be a soul. My soul. If bed bugs are found on beds, then how did they come up with the name cockroach? When the poison hits your bloodstream just right. What my hot pocket sees through the window of the microwave at 2:32 a.m. Me. What are you thinking, husband? Nothing. Me. Seriously, you can't ever think of nothing. That's not even possible. Husband. The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. New hand sanitizers made. Bacteria. Men back in the days. I'm off to fix the broken sink, then move the wardrobes, then take out the rubbish, then go to work. Men today. But babe, it's Love Island at 9. When you thought you weren't that drunk the night before, but then you check your Snapchat. Me to my blanket after watching a horror movie. Let me in. Let me in. When you hear a sound in the corridor and you're the only one home. When only one guy shows up in Area 51. U.S. government. U.S. government. What if the Area 51 guards have the same skills as the stormtroopers? Destruction 100. Currently, in the South, global warming is going to cause another ice age sooner than expected. Don't do that. Don't give me hope. If you ever feel useless, remember that someone made a protective cover for the Nokia 3310. The few of us who survived long enough to reach them alien cheeks. Shh, don't make this weird. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to travel the world. Me. That's cool and all, but me and my internet friends are going to storm Area 51. Storming Area 51 all started in a convoluted attempt to rid the world of Kyles. Anyone that is seriously upset over a mermaid's skin tone. Poor, unfortunate souls. Dumb ashes telling people how dumb it would be to attack Area 51. You'll literally be killed. Dumb ashes going to storm Area 51. When you pull your deck out of her butt and a poopy falls out. Nobody. 50-year-old guy posting the same profile picture for the 8th time. Just found out my car has a taco holder. I've been putting my sunglasses up there like an idiot. Nobody. Me and the boys using admin commands. When you have the perfect meme for a situation, but find out that you deleted it, the sacred texts. Nobody. Special ed kids when iPad time is over. When your landlord say no pets allowed. Friend. OMG. Have you lost weight? Me. Pack off Sharon. You follow her. She follows back. You like a pic of her. She likes a pic of you. You send her a deck pic. She sends one back. Is BuzzFeed the best? Yes. 0%. Yes. 0%. Know your packing place? Trash. Well, would you look at the time? The kids who did this for fun are depressed now. Me, trying to fall asleep at 2 o'clock on a school night. My brain, love is really strong, but a combine harvester is even stronger. Me watching a Facebook video, Facebook ad. We all have memories on stairs, others, me. I prefer the real sacrifice. Iron Man, I said the real sacrifice. I'm looking at corn, perfection. I can't wait to get married so I can bring home unnecessary stuff and get yelled at for it. Me, homeless person, all the loose change and lint in my pocket.